Quick announcement. Heads up, I'm figuring out what to do with the Longer Road podcast, and I wanted to give you a chance to download any episodes you want to in case I end up taking this podcast or part of it down. If you use a podcast app on your phone, usually you can download episodes to your phone that you'll be able to keep even if you lose access to the podcast. There are also apps that help you download episodes of a podcast more permanently as your own audio files, and I don't have any specific recommendations because I haven't researched that, but I have no problem with you downloading the episodes for your personal use. I have until December 1st to figure this out because that's when my Podbean annual subscription charges me, though if I'm getting up to that line, I'll probably just switch it to monthly while I get things sorted. And I want to just share the reasons why I'm making this change. One, I've really been leaning into my strengths, which includes monotropic tendencies, and I'm really good at maintaining a small number of projects and really bad at maintaining a large number of projects, both in terms of quality and how it affects my own anxiety. Two, the service I use, Podbean, is kind of expensive in my opinion for the features they offer, and if I'm not posting new episodes, I'd rather not keep paying just to keep the data alive. So I am looking at other free options elsewhere, might transfer it somewhere else, that's certainly possible, but yeah, I'm figuring that out. Three, the AuDHD Flourishing podcast is growing exponentially. It's literally getting as many listens every 30 days that the Longer Road got in the past 2 years it's been up. To me, that's a pretty clear indication of what's working, and I think it's in part because the title is so much more clear. Also, I learned a lot as I made the Longer Road that I think made the new one start stronger. And that brings me to my last reason, number 4, which is that while there's a lot of great content on the Longer Road, I've also grown and learned a lot in the last 2 years, and I want to make sure that, as much as possible, the content permanently available by or about me online reflects who I am and what I care about. I don't think there's anything egregiously outdated here, but I'm still mulling over the question of how much of it really fits into my current work and thinking, and just kind of making sure all that stuff fits together in my head. By the way, a bunch of the episodes from the Longer Road auto-posted to my YouTube channel, which I'll link in these show notes if I can. I'm not sure if I can do that on my phone. And I'm not planning to take those YouTube videos down as of now, so that's a backup for a bunch of the episodes. So what's next? I am planning to continue reposting some favorite episodes over to AuDHD Flourishing. I will probably also make all of the Longer Road episodes available in Like Your Brain, because there's an internal RSS feed and or as just a big download folder. This is not an attempt to paywall or get money from it, rather a thank you to dedicated listeners who really want to listen to all of the Longer Road episodes chronologically to hear that growth and progression in my own journey as I went along. And I'm totally fine sharing that with people who are a bit closer to my circle, whereas it feels kind of weird right now to be paying to leave that up indefinitely if it isn't all closely tied into my current work. And maybe that's a bit of bias from my own monotropism, and it doesn't actually land that way for others, but that's okay. I'm still balancing this element of my life being really public versus what I want to have boundaries around. As an example, when I decided to start podcasting, I decided to not talk about my own current medication regimen. That was a personal boundary. But now I actually really do want to talk about my experiences with Adderall. So I'll probably just have that on the private podcast feed within Like Your Brain, so it's not just fully public. Because in my brain, at least, that kind of maintains the original boundary while still sharing useful info with people who have opted in to be closer to me. All that said, if you want to download the Longer Road episodes while they're still here before December 1st or January 1st if I don't get around to it, go for it. I fully support you having all of it for free right now if you want it. And I'd like to have some touchstone where it's findable online, even if it's just the YouTube videos, etc. Thank you so much for listening and being here and supporting this project for the past 2 years. I really appreciate your care and attention in this crowded world of information. Thanks again. And you can find new episodes every Friday over on AuDHD Flourishing. That's AuDHD Flourishing, as well as a new website, very much still being tweaked at audhdflourishing.com. Thank you.